At approximately 4:30 p.m. this afternoon, July 19th, dark clouds enveloped the sky in Hanoi and several neighboring provinces, then turned into thunderstorms and strong winds. Heavy rain accompanied by tornadoes rendered many vehicles immobile and forced to stop for shelter. According to a bulletin from the National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center at 4:10 p.m. on July 19th, monitoring satellite imagery, thunderstorm data, and weather radar revealed that a convective cloud area was developing and causing rain in the northern area of Hanoi, moving and expanding toward the city center. The powerful storm that struck Hanoi on July 19, 2025, not only caused physical damage but also shook the foundations of Vietnam's economy in the short term. Here are some of the main impacts. Manufacturing and exports were disrupted, particularly in and around Hanoi, a hub for electronics and textile production. Distribution of goods was hampered by flooding and infrastructure damage, affecting domestic and international supply chains. The tourism sector was hit hard by travel cancellations and damage to tourist facilities in Hanoi. The Vietnamese government is expected to allocate trillions of dong for repairs to roads, bridges, and public facilities. Losses to local property and businesses are estimated to reach hundreds of millions of US dollars, particularly in the MSME and agricultural sectors. Despite the disruption caused by this storm, Vietnam is still targeting economic growth of around 6.5 to 8% in 2025 thanks to remaining strong foreign direct investment, FDI, diversification of export markets and economic restructuring, recovery of the technology sector and digitalization, which are driving new growth. Vietnam has demonstrated strong economic resilience, but this storm serves as a reminder that adaptation to climate change and sustainable development must be a priority in long-term economic strategies. From now until the next 3 hours, this cloud area is forecast to cause rain in the areas mentioned above, then spread to other districts/communes in downtown Hanoi. During the thunderstorm, tornadoes, lightning, and strong winds are possible. Ms. Hung Lai, who lives in Nha Du District, said that since around 4 p.m. this afternoon, areas in Bac Tu Lim and Ca Giuld districts have been dark with strong winds like a storm, and the sky has been covered in dust. At around 4:15 p.m., heavy rain began to fall, accompanied by strong winds that caused trees to fall. In Dai Mo District, Hanoi, the storm also caused foggy roads, swaying trees, and immobilizing many road users and forcing them to pull over. Mr. Mai Van Kiem, director of the National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center, stated that the thunderstorms accompanied by strong winds in the northern provinces this afternoon, July 19th, were not caused by storm circulation number 3, Weifa. This storm circulation could cause thunderstorms in the mainland of our country from this afternoon until tomorrow night, July 20th. This afternoon's thunderstorms in the north were formed due to the convergence of winds along a low trough in the north from the northwest to the southeast, Mr. Kiem added. Through monitoring satellite imagery, thunderstorm location data, and weather radar, it was discovered that a convective cloud area is developing and causing rain in the northern area of Hanoi, moving and extending towards downtown Hanoi. During the thunderstorm, tornadoes, lightning, and strong winds are possible. The warning level for the risk of natural disasters due to tornadoes, lightning, and hail is level 1. Many people have expressed concern about whether this rain is caused by Typhoon Weifa number 3, as the storm is moving quickly and tends to strengthen. Regarding this, according to Mr. Mai Van Kiem, director of the National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center, the thunderstorms accompanied by strong winds in Hanoi and the northern provinces this afternoon, July 19th, are not caused by the circulation of Typhoon Weifa number 3. These are just typical thunderstorms during the rainy season in the northern region. The western side of the storm circulation could produce thunderstorms before the storm approaches land from this afternoon until tomorrow night, July 20th. The cause of this afternoon's thunderstorms in the northern region is the convergence of winds along a low trough in the northern region from the northwest to the southeast, Mr. Kim analyzed. According to Mr. Hong Fook Lam, Deputy Director of the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting on land, the impact of Typhoon Weifa No. 3 is very extensive, covering almost the entire northeast, some parts of the northwest, and the north-central provinces. This storm will directly affect Quang Ninh and Haiphong provinces, as well as the coastal provinces of Hưng Yên, Ninh Bình, and Thanh Hoa. These provinces are expected to be most affected by the storm. Weifa Storm No. 3 is expected to cause widespread heavy rain in the northern and Thanh Hoa Ha Tinh provinces. Rainfall will fall in the central and northern delta regions, Thanh Hoa, and Nha Trang from July 21st to 24th. Locally heavy rains with rainfall exceeding 150 millimeters per 3 hours are expected. Around July 20th and 21st, the special regions of Bac Long Vai, Co Tu, and Cat Hai are likely to be severely affected by strong winds and heavy rain caused by Storm No. 3. Around the early morning and on July 22nd, the storm will impact the mainland of Vietnam. The coastal waters of Quang Ninh and Thanh Hoa will begin to be directly affected by strong winds, heavy rain, and rising water levels, with strong winds measuring 7 to 9 and waves reaching 3 to 5 m high. Large waves combined with high tides could cause flooding in low-lying areas along the Quang Ninh and Haiphong coasts, from midday and evening on July 21st to 23rd. The National Hydrometeorological Forecasting Center stated that over the next 3 to 6 hours, downtown Hanoi and surrounding areas will continue to experience heavy rain, with rainfall ranging from 20 to 50 millimeters, with some areas reaching over 80 millimeters. According to the meteorological agency, this rain is likely to cause flooding on many streets with an average depth of 15 to 20 centimeters. Some streets may experience deeper flooding, with depths reaching 20 to 40 centimeters. Traffic on flooded roads will be affected, causing localized congestion or stagnation of many vehicles. Some roads at risk of flooding include Tai Ha Le Duan Chua Boc Truong Chin Tun That Tung Huyen Tu Kang, Nak Ha Jong Vo Chao Ba Quat, Doi Can Dao Tan Lu Jai Nak Khan Chao Ba Quat, Quan Nan Nguyen Tuan Nguyen Tre, Bui Suong Trake Siu Lok Tru Kuk, Luong the Vin Nguyen Hui Tuong Din Song, Ali 192 Sierra Leone and Leone's Trong Tan, Nguyen Van Troy Fanboy Chow, Lai Thuong Kiet Intersection, Duong Tan Bat Dana Hoa Intersection, Trang Tin Hang Bai Intersection. According to the forecast, on the afternoon of July 20th, Typhoon Weifa, Typhoon No. 3, will move northwest and strengthen to level 11 to 12, with gusts reaching level 15. This time the storm, it is active in the northern sea area of the Northeast Sea, about 370 kilometers east of the Liuzhou Peninsula, China. Mr. Hong Fook Lam, Deputy Director of the National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting, stated that it is a strong, fast-moving storm, averaging speeds of about 20 kilometers per hour, with heavy rain and strong winds shifting westward and southward. Mr. Lam warned that due to the storm's impact, the greatest and most dangerous risk in the next 24 hours will be strong winds and high waves in the northern and central areas of the East Sea, the Hong Sa Special Zone. The northern sea area of the Northeast Sea, where the storm is passing, has a wind intensity of 10 to 12, with gusts of 15. Around July 20th to 21st, the Bac Long Vai, Co Tu, and Cat Hai special zones are likely to be severely impacted by strong winds and heavy rain caused by Typhoon Weifa, according to Mr. Lam. The expert stated that around the early morning hours of July 22nd, coastal waters from Quang Ninh to Thanh Hoa will begin to be directly affected by strong winds, heavy rain, and rising water levels. Large waves combined with high tides could cause flooding in low-lying areas along the Quang Ninh Haiphong coast from midday and evening on July 21st to 23rd. On land, Mr. Lam assessed that the impact of Typhoon Weifa is extensive, spanning almost the entire northeast. Several areas will be directly affected, including Quang Ninh, Haiphong, the coastal provinces of Hưng Yên, Ninh Bình, and Thanh Hoa. Typhoon Weifa is expected to cause widespread heavy rain in the northern provinces and Thanh Hoa Hà Tĩnh, particularly in the central region and the northern delta, Thanh Hoa and Nha Trang. During the rainy period from July 21st to 24th, some areas will experience localized heavy rain with rainfall exceeding 150 millimeters in 3 hours, Mr. Lam predicted. In addition, the expert stated that between July 21st and 24th, there is a possibility of flooding in rivers in the northern Thanh Hoa and Nha Trang provinces, with a flood amplitude of 3 to 6 meters. Mr. Lam also warned of a high risk of flooding in low-lying areas along rivers, urban areas, and densely populated areas, as well as flash floods and landslides on steep slopes in mountainous areas in the northern, Thanh Hoa, and Nha Trang provinces.